This video is brought to you by G2A.com for the best cheap games. Hey guys, how's it going? MasterBucks here, and welcome to this reaction video of this brand new FIFA 16 Career Mode Innovations trailer that EA Sports have released only about a day or so ago. Of course, you know me, I am a massive Career Mode player and I'm an enthusiast. I think that's probably the best word for it. And of course, that means I care about the game mode and I am very opinionated on the game mode, as I'm sure a lot of you know. When I found out that EA Sports would be making a Career Mode trailer, I was very intrigued. I didn't think that we'd be seeing anything too new, and you know, that is yet to be seen, of course. But basically, guys, we are going to watch this thing. We're going to see if they've, I don't know, somehow added more features in since the beta. Very unlikely. It's probably going to be just them pumping up what they've already told us. But still, I'm excited for the trailer and I'm excited for the game mode. So, let's have a look and let's watch it right now. Alright, let's go. 3, 2, 1, go.
We are bringing a new level of depth and authenticity to career mode in FIFA 16.
Woo!
And that starts with two big features that will enhance both your manager and player careers. First, when you start your season, your club will be invited to 3 out of a possible 9 preseason tournaments played all over the world. Just like real football clubs, these matches will give you an opportunity to work on team tactics and lineups before the regular season starts.
Alright, cool. So the first thing that they're hitting us with is, of course, the fact that there are now preseason tournaments. So just repeating the fact that that's in the game, which is obviously very exciting and very cool. I have played the beta, or should I say, haven't exactly played the beta, but have seen someone play through career mode. And these do look like they would be good fun, especially for the littler clubs. Maybe not for the Real Madrids if you are doing that sort of career mode where you're already stacked. From the looks of things, as you can see here, they are doing it with Real Madrid. You can make unlimited substitutes as well, which I think they're about to touch on when I eventually hit play again. But yeah, this is okay so far. I like the personalized branding and stuff like that. You can have a look at the stadiums and you see a little bit of like the friendlies. Like, I think you can see American Challenge Cup. It's blurred out just on past the right shoulder of Carvajal. It is the little things and the nice subtle features like that that I really do appreciate and do go a very long way. The problem is though, preseason tournaments as a whole, I'm worried have... You know, it might end up going down the road of like international management, where I know that a lot of us don't really bother with international management anymore because there's not that much to it. There looks like that there's a lot to this preseason tournaments though, so maybe I might be wrong, but let's just go on with this one.
Use all your subs to test the depth of your squad. And if you succeed, the prize purse from the tournament will be added to your transfer budget.
And once again, like I said, you could see there, you imagine that the amount of cash that Real Madrid would have in career mode and the amount that you get from a preseason tournament, maybe not that much in comparison, or at least percentage-wise to how much you already have. But with that said, that's fine, because this is probably more for a thing that could help smaller clubs if possible.
The second big feature is player training. An important part of your job as a manager. You'll be able to train your squad to increase player attributes and boost player...
Wait a minute. Wait, let me just take this back. Hang a minute.
You'll be able to train your squad to increase play...
What the fuck? Jackson Martinez, age 20. Jackson Martinez, age 20. Okay. I mean, I wish he was 20. An 84 rated 20-year-old player, that would have been fucking amazing. What a great pickup in career mode. But sadly, I don't think he's 20. EA Sports FIFA, if anyone is watching this video from there, you might want to hopefully get on that before the game comes out. To be totally honest, actually, I don't really know what's more shocking. The fact that Jackson Martinez is 20 years of age, or that Torres is still somehow 80 rated.
In between matches, select up to 5 players from your squad to train in one of 30 drills, each focused on developing specific attributes like finishing, passing, or tackling, to name a few.
And once again, they're of course reiterating the fact that they've got player training as well. It looks fantastic and looks like a very good way to develop your youngsters, especially physically, as well as certain stats that maybe you want them to be a little bit better. And it's great. It's a very nice addition into the game. I do appreciate this as well.
Focus on your established players to keep a strong starting 11, or on youth players to transform your club into a world-renowned footballing academy. In player mode, you'll have 5 training sessions per week, giving you the opportunity to take your player to the next level.
Now that is something that they really haven't talked about an awful lot. They've obviously chirped on about player training because it's arguably the biggest thing that they've added into career mode and their biggest new selling point. But the fact that they didn't really talk an awful lot about it for the player career mode side of it is, you know, it's a bit surprising. But of course, 5 drills if you're doing a my player, or if you're doing... Sorry, that's NBA talk. If you're doing a play career mode, that is actually very handy because that could really bump up your stats and your overall in a very excelled and exceeded amount of time. So I am very excited to see how this ends up working out. And just quietly as well, I fucking love how like that menu and the player on the right, the one whether you're doing a real player or creating your own, like I'm assuming that you can do, then that is sick. And I love the fact that the backgrounds are now real stadiums. That does look fantastic.
A more immersive broadcast system will bring your matchday experience to life. with new storylines and commentators that will now pick up on interesting stats before and during matches.
Whoa, hang on a minute. Yeah, talk about an interesting stat. What the fuck? Can we just look at this for a second? Can we just actually, Manchester City 11 goals allowed. First off, that just for some reason just doesn't sound right. Why can't you just say conceded like a normal person? But forget about that. Let's have a look at fucking Tottenham. 51 goals scored, best in the Premier League. Are you telling me that they're the highest goal scorers in the Premier? I thought you said you were making career mode more realistic. All right, fine. All right, move on.
You can now sign free agents outside of the transfer window.
All right, sweet, nice.
Scout players for a full calendar year.
Thank fucking God.
And offer a wider range of loan contracts.
Woo, that is very handy.
Transfer budgets and player values are more realistic.
I'm going to closely observe this and see if I can pick anything out. Muslera for £20 million. Oh, well, if De Gea was going to go for like a third or 2/3 of that, then I'd argue. David Alaba to Juve. For some reason, it at the same time is like, I don't think that'll ever happen, but for some reason I'm like, yeah, I could see that happening. I don't know. To be fair though, Juventus don't play fullbacks. So there you go. That's maybe 36 million for him. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But what you can probably see here is that you look at the top deals. There aren't going to be too many massively stupid transfers all the time. Like there's not going to be the 6 best players in the world always traveling or trading at the end of every transfer window.
So whether you play as a manager or a pro, you love career mode in FIFA 16.
Okay, and that's it. So obviously they weren't going to add anything more into the game in the time that they released the beta and this trailer. I mean, that just wasn't going to happen. They weren't going to reveal anything else either because we've all played the game, or at least those that had the beta. But now for my actual thoughts on the trailer. Obviously, once again, they haven't shown anything new. This is all stuff that we know. They touched on player training and the new, you know, the fact that you can like obviously player train certain players if you're the manager, but if you're actually in a player career mode, you can do 5 drills a week yourself. That's something that they didn't really talk about, so that's really the only thing that I was sort of not really aware of. So that's obviously nice. Unfortunately though, if that's the only thing that they've done with player career mode, then that's still probably not enough for me to actually want to get into it and actually do one. So basically all they've done with career mode, going off of this one trailer, is the fact that they have added in preseason tournaments, which again, look okay, and player training, which is obviously a potential game changer. But then the half of the trailer is not even about that. It's just about little subtle things that they've done, just some fine tuning. And, you know, that's fine, but that's all stuff that you've got to be doing every season anyway. Like the little stuff, like they've made transfers more realistic. There's going to be less big profile transfers. There's, you know, the auto budget and stuff like that. I mean, cool. That's just stuff that you should be doing anyway. That's not really a new feature, if you know what I mean. Now, before I continue on, I should probably tell you that I know that I have come across in previous videos as maybe being a bit ungrateful or not really appreciating the work that they put in, which is completely false. I know that they can do a lot more with this game mode, and I know that, you know, they're just not, but for whatever reason. But I'm telling you that any subtle change or any little change or big change that they make to career mode is welcomed by me. Any improvement to the mode, I am super happy with. But I just know deep down that they could be doing so much more and that this career mode could be so much better, but they're just not doing it. I just know that the problem is that over the years, we've gotten so used to not really having many improvements to career mode that whenever we get the littlest or smallest of changes, we all hype it up and pump it up like this is a game changer or it's completely revolutionized the mode, which is sort of what EA would want you to believe, when the fact is that it's a nice new feature, and then some of the stuff that we're pumping up isn't even a feature, it's just a little change that they've made. How you hardly can call it a feature. It's basically the exact same game mode, but with a couple of enhancements in the form of preseason tournaments and player training. Now, I've said from the start that I am pretty underwhelmed with what EA have done with career mode this year. They definitely could have done a lot more, but just because I say that doesn't mean I'm not grateful, and doesn't mean I'm not thankful for all the amazing changes that they have made to career mode, whether it be big or small. Any change, any improvement or enhancement to career mode is welcomed by me with open arms, so long as it makes the game better. I just know deep down how good this career mode can be, and I know an awful lot of you also know the same. I just hope that EA one day realize that and just fucking go for it. Just try to make an absolutely insane career mode on the level with a bunch of other game developers that have really gone all out to try to make a sensational career mode experience. I feel like I've already said everything that needs to be said about career mode, or at least from my perspective, so I'm probably going to end this video right here. Thank you so much for watching this one though, guys. Don't forget to leave in the comment section down below what you think of the brand new career mode. Are you pumped? I am excited. Until the next time, guys, my name is MasterBucks, and have a good one. Bye-bye.